Okay, so at this point, you've either completed the steps from the following video or you skipped it because you already know how to set up a WordPress website. But at this point, everybody should be on the exact same page. You should have a fresh installation of WordPress set up, and that's what we're going to be using to create our lead capture page. Now, what I want to ask you now is have you heard of WP Profit Builder before? Profit Builder is a tool that you can use to create lead capture pages really easily. Now, in order to create lead capture pages that convert at a high rate, you really need to have a tool that's like this. The most popular options available are tools called ClickFunnels and Leadpages. The problem with ClickFunnels and Leadpages is that, first of all, they're very expensive. They cost like $100 per month. But on top of that, I've always been able to complete higher converting pages with WP Profit Builder. Now, not only is WP Profit Builder more affordable, but because I have the client license of Profit Builder, that means that I'm able to install it on your website for free. So what I need from you is I need you to contact me either by email, by Skype, by Facebook, or one of the ways that you can get a hold of me, and I need you to give me the login information for your WordPress dashboard. Once I get your login information, I will go into your website and I will install Profit Builder for free and get it set up and ready to go. Okay, so that's what I want you to do now. If you haven't done that already, pause this video, get into contact with me so I can install Profit Builder. After I've installed Profit Builder, then you're going to come back here and then you're going to learn how to set up this high converting lead capture page. Okay, so if you've done that already, you've contacted me, now is the time where we're going to set up our lead capture page. So the first thing you want to do is click on this Profit Builder button at the bottom left here. It's going to take you to this page. When you're on this page, you're going to see general options, typography options, color options, and then on the far right, you're going to see templates management. You want to click on templates management. Okay, when you get to templates management, that's going to show you all the templates that you have available to you in Profit Builder. So there's a ton of pages for like sales pages, membership pages, affiliate pages, lots of different templates that you can use to build really high converting pages. Now, what we want to create today is a squeeze page or a lead capture page that's designed to turn visitors into email subscribers. Now, those templates are at the top of this templates management page. Okay, so you can find all those pages up here at the top. Now, it's a very simple system. You start with the template and that's your starting point, and then you just want to modify and personalize the template to be suitable for your needs. The template that we're going to be using is called Squeeze Page Exotic. For me, it's on the third row. Once you find that template, you just want to click on the install button. You're going to notice that I already have this installed, but if I didn't, when I click on that install button, it's going to have this check mark here and say that it's installed. So once you have Squeeze Page Exotic installed, then you want to come to the left sidebar here and look for pages. And when you find pages, you want to hover over it so that it brings up this drop down menu here, and you want to click on add new page. Okay. Now, when we get to the add new page, it's going to ask you for a page title. What you want to put in here is the page title. So I would put simple two-step formula. And after I do that, then I want to scroll down and I want to look on the right side. So you'll notice on the right side here, there's this publish button. And then below that, there's page attributes. Below that, Profit Builder Exit Redirect. And then below that, you have PB Theme Page Options. Now with PB Theme Page Options, you have 5 boxes here. You want to make sure that you check all 5 of these boxes. This is really, really important. When you check these boxes, it's going to make the page a lot more clean cut and it's going to convert a lot better. So it's very important that you check those boxes. Then you want to scroll up to the top and click on this Publish button. And then after you have the page published, then you want to click on this red Profit Builder button beside the visual text and then Profit Builder here. Then you want to click on the Edit Page button, and when you click on that button, it's going to take you into the Profit Builder editor. And you're going to see your page is empty, you're in the Profit Builder editor, right? The next thing you want to do is I want you to look at the very top left of this page, and you can see this floppy disk icon right at the top left. When you hover over it, it says Save Page. This is the button that we're going to be using at any time to save our progress. But to the right of this button is a folder icon. That folder icon, when you hover over it, it says Load Template. So you click on Load Template, it's going to take you to a page that by default is going to say Load Page. We want to switch over to Load Template. So click on load template there. Make sure that squeeze page exotic is selected in your template that you want to load, and click on the load button. So when you click on the load button, you're going to get the template all loaded up, and you're not going to have all this junk here. All this junk is here because I've created this page many times for many students. So I have all this crap here, but you're not going to have that. It's going to be more clean cut. What I want to do quickly for you is I want to briefly go over how to use Profit Builder to create basically any kind of template or page, make adjustments. Then I want to show you my lead capture page that converts at a really high level, and then we're going to create a lead capture page for you together. Okay, so I'm going to scroll up here, and I want you to put your mouse cursor just underneath where it says your logo. And again, your row is going to be a lot thinner here. It's not going to have any of this crap, and in fact, maybe I'll just delete that. This looks more along the lines of what you're going to see. So if you hover underneath of your logo here, you're going to notice that there's an editor on the left side of the page, and there's a pencil, arrows, pages, and an X button, right? Now this editor on the left side of the page, I call it the row editor because it edits everything horizontally across. So everything in this row here is edited by this row editor. So when I click on the pencil button, which is like edit, then I have all these options of how I can adjust this row. Okay. Now I usually use the row editor just to completely delete rows. I don't really use it that often to edit the row. Just you are going to see this in the future where we're going to be deleting this. Okay. But before I do that, I want to also show you about the second type of editor that we have, which is when you move your mouse cursor inside of a specific element like your logo, you're going to see this second editor, and it's inside this element. I call this editor the element editor. It edits everything specifically inside this element, okay? Specifically for this element. Now you'll notice I can put the element editor in any of these places. So if I hover my mouse over the form here, I'm gonna have an element editor for the form. If I hover it over the image, I'm gonna have an element editor for the image. If I hovered over here for the social buttons and so on, and I always have my row editor on the left side, okay? So row editor on the left, element editor inside of each element. Okay. Now the first thing I want you to do is I just want you to completely delete this top row. So I want you to use the row editor on the left side here and click on the X button and just get rid of that top part. Then I want you to scroll down to where it says your 3-step solution to ranking websites quickly and efficiently. I want you to delete everything from this point and below as well, again using the row editor. So you just click on the X button on the side here, and you can get rid of all this junk that's below. So what you should end up being left with is the headline, the image, the form, and the social buttons. So this is the base that we're going to use to create our high converting lead capture page. Now I want to show you my lead capture page that converts at a 56% conversion rate. Now the industry average for lead capture pages is like 25 to 30% conversion rate, and a lot of people would consider that good. Now this page converts at 56%, and I'm basically going to explain why it converts so well. Okay. Now the first thing is that if you scroll here, you'll notice that this page is really not that confusing. So if I scroll up or I scroll down, everything is contained in this one little page here, which it makes it very straightforward for visitors that they know that they really only have two options. They can either subscribe or they can leave. Those are their two options. So it's not complicated. And that's the first thing. The next thing is you're going to notice that people have really low attention spans when it comes to using the internet in general, but especially when it comes to using lead capture pages. So what you want to do is you want to minimize your text to a very brief couple sentences. So my rule of thumb is that I count down to 4 seconds on my fingers while I'm reading the text on the page. And if I can't read the headline within that 4 seconds, then I have too much text. So you really want to minimize the amount of text that you have. The next thing that I'm doing on this lead capture page is I'm telling people the 3 things that they want to hear. So the 3 things that people want to hear is they want to hear that they're going to get a big result. They want to hear that they're going to get that result in a short amount of time. And they want to hear that it's going to be easy. It doesn't necessarily have to be in that order. It can be in any order, but those are the 3 things that people want to hear. So you notice with this headline that I'm covering all those 3 things in the first short condensed sentence. So I'm saying simple 2-step formula, that's covering the simple part, or the easy part, it's simple. Then I'm saying earns me over $146, which is the big result part, and then in 12 hours, which is the short amount of time part. So easy, big result, short amount of time. I've covered the 3 desirable things that people want to hear. Okay. Now the next sentence has a very powerful commitment getting strategy known as the open loop. Now an open loop basically means incomplete information. Okay. And we're naturally designed to want to close open loops, to want to complete incomplete information. So you notice this on TV if you watch a lot of television shows, that oftentimes at the end of an episode they'll say, hey, like something crazy will happen, and then they'll say, hey, if you want to figure out what happens with this, tune into the show next week. Okay. Well, TV shows are paid based on viewership. So that's that TV show's way of getting continued viewership, by giving people curiosity-based reasons to continue. Okay. Now, curiosity when it comes to lead capture pages is referred to as a curiosity-driven headline. And it's absolutely huge for getting a good conversion rate. And the reason for that is because when people come to your lead capture page, they're really not passionate one way or the other. They're not really passionate like, oh my God, like I need to subscribe to this page. And they're not passionate like, oh my God, like I would never subscribe to this page. Usually people are like right square dab in the middle where they could really go either way. So by giving them curiosity-based incentives to continue, you're giving them those little subtle nudges to come to your side of the fence. So you definitely want to use curiosity in your headline for your lead capture page. Now I actually have a couple open loops here. I'm saying simple 2-step formula, which begs the obvious question, what are the 2 steps? And then I'm saying this is weird, which begs the obvious question, what's weird about it? So I'm giving people curiosity-based reasons to continue. Okay. So for all those reasons that we talked about, because this is very straightforward, not confusing, it's all on one page, and because you can read this text in 4 seconds or less, and because it says the 3 things that people want to hear, and because it contains open loops and gives people curiosity-based reasons to continue, those are all reasons why this lead capture page converts so well. Now there's a couple other things left to talk about. First of all, one of the biggest mistakes that you can make with lead capture pages. So the biggest mistake that I see with lead capture pages is people tell visitors exactly what they're going to get. So they say, hey, subscribe to my page and you'll get a free report on SEO. Now the problem with that is that the only people that are going to subscribe are people that are specifically interested in that one topic, right? So anytime you have something that's too specific, you're going to eliminate a huge portion of your audience. So if you say, hey, you're going to get a free report on SEO, videos, niche websites, email marketing, you're only going to appeal to a portion of your audience instead of appealing to everybody. So what I always tell everybody is that with lead capture pages, you don't want to use any words that are going to eliminate any of your audience. You want to keep the text, the headline, really general and really vague. Okay, so you can talk about making money online and you can talk about it being weird, but you don't want to go specific into talking about a specific topic like niche websites, email marketing, or any of that kind of stuff. The last thing, which is very, very powerful, is the personalized image. Okay, the personalized image is becoming even more powerful over time because one of the main reasons why people choose not to subscribe on your page is because they're worried what's going to happen after they give you their email address. People in internet marketing and make money online are a little bit more cautious than the average industry. So for that reason, they're a little bit finicky and a little bit tricky to get to trust you and to get to subscribe to your page, right? Well, by having a personalized image, you're really minimizing that fear and minimizing that discomfort and getting across the idea that you're a real person and that they're not going to get scammed by entering their email. Okay, so all of those reasons, all of those factors are why this page converts at such a high level. What I would recommend to you is just to recreate this page, but just with your own personalized image. Now, I know that there's a bunch of people at this point that would probably think, well, Brendan, if everybody's creating the same lead capture page, isn't that going to get overly saturated? And the answer is no, it's not. Because the market share for make money online internet marketing is literally millions upon millions of people. And there's lots of services where people distribute lead capture pages to a bunch of different people. And those lead capture pages conversion rates don't really go down that much because there are so many people to send this lead capture page to. And there's so many people that are entering and leaving make money online all the time that the overlap is really not that much. Okay. So what I want you to do now is I want you to find the most likable, trustworthy photo that you have of yourself, and I want you to put that photo on the desktop of your computer. Okay, see how you just put that on the desktop of my computer? Whatever you got to do, you got to get that image and you got to put it on your computer. After you've done that, you want to go back into your Profit Builder editor and hover over the Profit Builder image here and click on the pencil button. Okay, and that's going to bring over an editor on the right side. Okay, now when the editor comes over on the right side, you're going to see this image, then there's an image link, and then there's an upload button on the right. You want to click on this upload button here. Now when you click on that upload button, you just want to go to upload files, and it's going to ask you to select a file to upload. Basically, you select the file and then you select the file that you want to use, which for me is this one here. It's going to upload up, and then you just click on the select button. Once you've clicked on that select button, you're going to have your image into the Profit Builder page that you created. The next thing that you want to do is you want to change this headline. So you want to hover over the headline here, use the element editor again, click on the pencil button. An editor is going to come over on the right side where it's going to say content, and then there's going to be a content box here where it says strong span style color and all this stuff in here. Basically, changes that we make in here are going to change the actual page itself. This strong span style color, this code right here, that's what makes the free report reveals that green color. We actually want to keep that coloration, but we want to change the text. So you want to erase and replace free report reveals, and you want to replace it with simple two-step formula. So when I make the changes in this box, it's going to make the changes on the page, right? Now again, I don't want to erase any of this code, so don't erase the span, don't erase this strong, and don't erase this code at the very beginning. But you do want to erase and replace the existing text with your own new text. So we actually want to erase and replace this how I rank my money websites, and we want to replace it with earns me over $146.72 in 12 hours, period. And then this is weird, comma, but it works, exclamation point. So we have simple two-step formula, earns me over $146 in 12 hours. This is weird, but it works. Then we're just going to close this, and we're going to go over to the very top left that I was talking about before with the save page. You're going to click on save page to save this in here. And now when you look at your lead capture page, you're going to have your very own lead capture page that converts at least at a 50% conversion rate. So now that you can feel confident that the start of your funnel converts really well. And that's the purpose of this coaching program, is to make sure that every single part in your funnel converts at a high level, so that when you spend money to get traffic, you make more money than what you spend. Well, in order to make more money than what you spend, you need every single part to be converting at that really high conversion rate. And you've gotten the first part done by following along with this video. So I hope you enjoyed this one. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video in the program.